What is going on, YouTubers? BudgetVapors here. Today I got a new device to show you guys, and it's the new Sigelei 213. Been using this thing for 3 weeks, and I'm pretty impressed. This is a sample unit they sent out to me, but did not get a box to it. Final production unit will come with a box and a USB cord. Let's just dive straight down and get straight to it. That's how the device looks like. Comes in 2 colors, carbon fiber gunmetal and carbon fiber gold. This is the gunmetal version. How the front looks like, you got a positive, negative OLED screen. It is bright, the OLED screen. How the side looks like, you got the fire buttons. It's pretty big, but it's pretty flush. It does not stick out. USB port for firmware updates and charging. It's a 2 amp charging. Don't recommend it, but they do state that you can do it. This is the first unit I've ever seen from Sigelei that does have firmware updates. How the back looks like, side, got the top, the 510, let's get this thing to focus. 510 is spring loaded, and you have the bottom where it does say AI design, Sigelei May, sample, beta version 29. Final production unit will not have any of this writing. Alright, it's just very easy to take out, pull, lift, very similar to the keyboard by Joytech. You got a positive, negative. I love how these batteries hold no more scraping to your battery wraps. So this is kind of cool. Close this up. Oh, before we close it up, if you hold down the fire button, turn it on, it says Sigelei, and it will tell you the firmware. SGL 1605 version 1.4. I don't know what firmware update, what firmware is that or what chip is that. It says Sigelei right here. I have this under currently. I was vaping some on 72 watts, but it does go down to 10 watts. 10 watts to, let's just see, 10 watts to 213. Sigelei claims this is a 220 chip, and just to be on the accurate side, they said 213 is their number, but I don't really see how you can even do 213 at two 18650s. So pretty fast. It took maybe 5-6 seconds to get up there, but yeah, I don't really see it going up to 213. But yeah, it tells you right now 213. You're in watt mode. Screen does go off pretty quick. You do have your resistance, your volts, and your amps right there. Check atomizer. Of course, I don't have an atomizer on it, and it tells you your battery status and the top two. If you can see those numbers moving, this is the first mod I have ever seen that has real battery monitoring. What that means is it's trying to discharge both batteries at the same rate, so you don't get one discharging faster than the other. That's kind of dangerous, but yeah, it's doing its best to keep both batteries at the same level, discharging at the same time. So that's kind of cool. 5 clicks to lock this device. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, on camera, it never works out. Here we go. It's locked. 5 clicks to unlock. Here we go. And if you press the negative and fire button, it will do a button lock. What that means is you can't scroll through anything, but it can still fire. Check atomizer. All right, let's unlock this. And we do have the top positive and fire button will give you this preheat mode. What this preheat mode does, all right, let's just say I have an alien fuse Clapton, very big build on it, and you know some of these big coils take extra time to heat up. So I usually vape around 72 watts, and for a dual fuse Clapton, whatever, you might need an extra few watts. Let's just say extra 20 watts, but you only need 20 watts to just to preheat that coil, so you can set it up to 100 watts. Let's just say it goes up to 213, but let's just put whatever 105, and you can set the amount of seconds on it. It goes from 0.10 to 10 seconds. All right, let's just say for this purpose, let's just put 3.35. All right, you see 105. All right, let's just say I vape around 70 watts. 70 watts. 70, whatever, 74 watts. And that first few, whatever I had before that setting, around 3.5 seconds at 105 watts. So it will fire for 3.5 seconds at 105 watts. And we'll go back down to 74 watts, the original way. So that's what the preheat mode does. This is where the tricky part is. If you vape temp control, all right, 1, 2, 3. Let's just get into it. You have power, stainless steel, TI, nickel, TCO, TFR. Let's go to stainless steel. You have 304, 316, and 317. Usually everyone does 316. Fahrenheit, Celsius. I do Fahrenheit, and it goes from 200 to 570. All right, here we go. 200 to 570. All right. Was pretty fast right there. If you can see the bottom where my watts is, it says 100 watts right now. But when you get this box mod brand new out the box, it says 10 right there. It will say 10 watts, and if you're doing temp control, 10 watts is not going to heat any kind of thing up. You have to go under this preheat mode again. And you can set it right now. I can set it down to, let's just say, you know what? You saw 100 before. Now let's just set it down to 72. Right now, see? 72. This is where it gets confusing. I don't know why they did this, but it's kind of confusing for some people. So the preheat mode, you got the positive and fire button. This preheat power adjustment mode. If you're under Cantho normal power mode, it gives you this preheat mode. But if you're in temp control, this is the mode to set your watts for temp control. So if you're vaping at 500 degrees Fahrenheit and you want to, this is 72 watts, this is how you set it. So under Cantho power mode, this is how you do get the preheat mode. But under temp control, this is where you adjust your watts for your temp control mode. So it is kind of confusing. I don't know why they did it like that, but yeah. All right, let's just go back into regular. Of course, we locked it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Back to power mode. All right, let's compare this thing to other mods. People comparing this to the Wismec Relo RX200. It's not a really good comparison because that's a 18650 battery mod. What it really goes up to, I think it's this keyboard right here. Pretty about the same size. It's almost the same size. The main big difference about this mod is the weight. I like the keyboard, but it is so heavy. It's not something that you want to lug around all day. This, it is half the weight of that. It's just so comfortable. I can take this anywhere. It's lightweight. Keyboard is nice. I think this is gonna have to retire. It's heavy. Even without the batteries in there, it's heavy. This, with the batteries, it might be even lighter than this without batteries. But yeah. All right, let's talk about some pros and cons. What I like about this. Everything. Form factor. How the battery is. Everything. It's lightweight. Compact. Only negative thing I can find about this thing is it does not turn off. I have not found a way how to turn this thing off. It's almost like a DNA 200 where you cannot turn off the mod, but it does go into standby mode very quick. So yeah, only con about this, again, like I said, it doesn't turn off. Other than that, yeah, this is lightweight. Goes up to 213. It claims it goes up to 213. It is future proof. You do have firmware updates on this, and you do have a 2 amp charging. I wouldn't recommend charging it through this overnight, I wouldn't put it next to my bedstand and plug it in and charge it right next to me. But it's good to have if you're on the road and you know your battery's about to die out. You can just go to some like Starbucks and just plug in the charge, and for maybe 30 minutes right there, monitor it, see, plug it in, and it'll give you some kind of extra few battery life to it. But yeah, it's good to have. All right, if this thing were broke, would I buy it again? Yes, definitely. Price wise, right now I've seen some sites, they have this thing for $99.99, but it includes two 18650s. Some sites, $109. I think Vapor DNA has it for $109, but they don't. I think it includes two 18650s. But yeah, very nice mod. Oh, forgot to show you guys. This is how a 22 millimeter tank look. This RDA. See how it looks like. Let's show you guys the top. See, no kind of overhang. Let's put a, let's put a 25 millimeter tank and let you guys take a look and see if there's no kind of overhang. I got the Supreme Aromarizer, and let's screw this on right now. Here we go. You can take a look at the top. No kind of overhang. So it's pretty nice. This mod takes 22, 23, 25, no problems. It's this side. Yeah, so yeah, I would recommend this. It's not bad. The price point, it's alright, but it's not the cheapest compared to other devices like the keyboard. That's what, 22. This right now, this is 200 watts, 213. But this is around $35. This is kind of old, but right now the new, it's alright, $100. But as time goes by, I think there will be a price drop to it. Thanks for watching. As always, vape safe. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button and to see more future updates. And I'll see you guys on the next episode.